You know what the Cure said about Friday? They're in love. I don't know if that meant they were in love with Friday or the emotion they felt when on said day they were in love. There's a lot of questions. This is a weird thing to put on a weird chant. This undercover kids. What the? What country is this? That sign. This is weird. Nothing is making sense here. Like, is this Australia? Okay, we're in a different season here. I think this is New Zealand because there's a lot of sheep, and I hear that there's more sheep than people. I don't know. That's why we play this game, to geoguess where we are. They speak English here. They put kids undercover in shanties in random parts. Let's see what this sign says. We're next to the Ben Limono Bridge. I have not seen any more signage, so let me know where we are. Just so I can get it out of the way, I'm going to click on the island. I hope I'm not too far off. Because remember what happened on Monday. That is seared into my mind. Angrily. I will remember that way easier than I will any good thing that happened. And again, seems to be the common topic of interest or thing that I'm talking about quite a bit this week is the brain and how it just seems weird. Oh, they do meters here. And how, why do we always remember the worst things way better than we do the good thing? People ever talk shit to you on whatever, Twitter, Facebook, any of that stuff. You remember that stuff way more than you do the praise. Like, what's the point of it? Is it just like, remember bad things? Bad things you remember because you're always going to not want to do them again. I mean, I'd like to think that, yeah, bad things are always bad. I don't want to keep doing bad things. But then again, if the only reason they're bad is because the only reason I don't want to do them is because they're bad. See, driving on the British side of the road. I'm going to try to explain it. Is the only reason I'm actually able to know that I don't want to keep doing bad things is because of this thing in my brain that always remembers bad things and you never want to do the bad. Or is it just inherent within humans to know don't do bad things? I don't know. Is this a sign? Please sign. Tell me. Tell me some things. Dying here. Fuck you. These are all just signs telling me about turns. Reduce speed. I got 17 seconds and I have no idea where we are. I have not seen a highway marker. In 12 seconds, I need to find a highway marker. I'm not going to find a highway marker. I hope I've got the right country. This turns out to be England. This is just going to start off a very terrible game. Alright, at least I got the country right. I got the island wrong. But whatever, 4 stars. This is familiar. I feel I've done this one before. This seems super familiar. Just a dirt road. I can't tell if this is Australia or South Africa. And it just progressively gets worse. Like, they put the camera on sideways here. No way I'm going to go is going to give me a good picture. And now this is just an issue of, I've seen a lot of these type of roads in Australia, whereas in South Africa, I don't think I have. I'm not saying that this type of road doesn't exist there. All I can do is just say, I hate these ones. There's no information on them. I'm just going to click the center of this country and then hope that I get it right. Because we're in a rubber match right now between that awful score we got on Monday and a pretty okay score we got on Tuesday. Or Wednesday, excuse me. And I want to have a score at least closer to what we got. Maybe the signage might help me. I doubt it's ever going to be in focus. Stone. I feel that says Stone Point. I think I'm just... My Rorschach vision is letting me... I'm going to go this way, see if I don't get any better quality clicking any of these directions. Because this is all bad. Why blur it? Get me in the intersection here. Yeah, I guess I can't go that way. I guess we continue down Awful Road. Like, I think that's a Stone Point. I feel that's an Australian thing. If I get the continent right, I'm happy. Whereas where, I don't know where the hell this is. This place is huge. I'm probably going to get like 500 points if I'm actually on the right continent. And this is not South Africa. But you make do with what's given to you. That was a good rhyme. I should have used that as my quote in my yearbook in high school than what I actually did. Couldn't think of anything cool. I actually wanted to do a quote from a DMX song as my senior quote, but I didn't. What I did use was No Better, where it's just that common Veni Vidi Vici. No, I came, I saw it conquer. That's just an awful one. I couldn't think of anything. Granted, I had all of high school to think of one, but nothing came. Even when I actually... We, like, actually surprisingly just get better resolution on this strip of road. And we're at the end of it. I hate everything right now. I don't know what direction we went because they both look exactly the same, but I'm not going to find anything in the next 44 seconds. I couldn't think of anything quick or witty. It's like, I feel I need to do this. I don't know. I'll just go with the safe bet. And it's like probably the most common quote you're going to see out of anybody who does yearbooks. All right. I'm just going to make a guess because whatever country. I wasn't going to... Hey, we're there. No stars. You don't deserve it. I don't know where this is. We're on the American side of the road. I just need to find information. So this van, are we just nondescript white van? The sketchiest of vehicles you'll ever see on the road. Nondescript white van. You'd think at some point the companies that make the van would notice, being like, yo, these things are creepy. I don't know what, still don't know what country this is. And I'm only saying that because this very well could be Canada or the US. See, ton. I don't believe they say, yep, this is 100% Canada. We're in the York region. Ontario's rising star. See, you were going to laugh at me when I said I don't know what country this is yet. I think I've just proved myself. I don't know York region. I don't know how they break up these regions. You got Toronto, that's huge. This is a rising star. Richmond? If I find like a Richmond that may be able to help. I'm just going to click here for now and go from there. This very well could be on the opposite side of the province. Until I see a route sign, at least. If I click back on here, this may help me. Let's see. Smalley's Christmas trees. That was a different sign when we went back that way. It doesn't tell me what road we're on here. I don't think this sign will either. Oh, this is Route 74. Okay. Now we've got some information to go with here. Alright, so see, here we go. This is all very not helpful. I have to zoom in very far to see this. I see the 69s. Alright, 65. They don't, like, it's not following any... Not making any sense here. I'm just looking for one specific. Got 73. I feel like 74 should be right next to it, but it's not. It goes 19 to 73. What if I zoom in more? I see 74. I really hope this is right. Vivian Road. If I click closer, Belmont Street. Come on, give me this. Give me the name Nilestown. Was that? Did this call it Nilestown? I have 5 seconds. Oh, no. Oh, look, there's more than 174. God damn you. Whatever, 4 stars. Hey, we're in France. We're also very claustrophobic. Sandwich, salons, and... Sandwiches, something, and tea. So is this Paris? Everything always going to be Paris. I'm going to click it. Here we go. All right. Paris. So I'm just going to say here in Pizza Vesuvio. Well, we're in Italy now. Because in the town of Pompeii, the mountain that erupted there was called Mount Vesuvius. Maybe that's what they cook their pizzas in there. I only remember that because a friend and I made a song. I still remember it. I don't know why I've bothered remembering it. Where it said, ass crack. Don't censor me, YouTube. But we said Mount Vesuvius is a volcano, and it's in the town of Pompeii. That's all I remember. I think that's all we actually ever got out when we were making the song, because the detention workers through this road, I believe, is closed to traffic at these hours. I guess what that means. I thought that said maggots. It does. But if you say it in a French accent, it's okay. Wait, this actually might tell me where we are. Nope, that's just a really tall tower. I thought we got one of those avenues and you could actually see the Triomphe in it. Like, maybe this is the main Parisian thoroughfare. I don't know. Still waiting for the one time I actually visit a place that I know, or at least have been visited before, and I have not seen that yet. Granted, the country's huge. I mean, the world's huge. That's a dumb thing to say, but I said it anyway. Anything can happen. A friend just asked me how my legs are doing. I even did the grandpa thing. If you don't remember what I was talking about, I think it was on Wednesday. I talked about my hiking and how sore I am. I even did the grandpa thing and took a bath in Epsom salts, which I don't understand how that actually works. Like, how does taking a bath in salts make my muscles feel better? I'm not saying it doesn't work, it just seems weird that it does. I'm sitting in a bath with salt. This makes my muscles feel better. Where's A to B here? I could look it up, but I'd rather just say it as I'm talking on a YouTube video about it. This is some pretty cool buildings, though. What? Oh, it looked like that side of the building just for some reason was grayed out, like it was missing textures, like in a game. Hadn't loaded it in yet. I really hope this is Paris and not some other French city. We'll find out. I'm gonna click there. 8 seconds. I'm making the guess. I was close. 4 stars. We have... I'm saying this is Brazil. But I think I've seen these roads in Argentina before. Give me a website, one of you stores. All I ask. I don't think I'm gonna get it. What's that? La Terraza Bar. Can I get over here? I can. Nice. Lubricante. Is this Mexico? The problem when I keep... That's a sick design on your... Thing's leaning over way too much. You sell gelatinas for $1,000. Jeez. Really good. Claro, that doesn't tell me anything. I believe that is something I've seen in Brazil before. So, preliminary guess. This place. Massive country. I don't know where we are. But we've already destroyed the Monday score. I don't think they give negative points here, because I don't think the moon is a choice. It would be funny if they actually had the moon as part of Geoguessr, although it would be very easy to tell the difference. You'd have to do a lot of work to try to find something that questionably could not be that, but... some sort of taxi service. Are we near an airport? Do you got fingerless gloves on? Why do you have fingerless gloves on? Are we near an airport? Is that why that taxi's there? Is this the airport? No, this is just a gym. Or a basketball court. Soccer, maybe. Because they play more soccer in this part of the world than basketball. Because you don't need that much to play soccer. You just need a ball. Compared to any other sport, you need to have more than just the ball for equipment. I really hope that these painting of these trees does not demarcate the fact that this is Peru and not Brazil. But I've not seen anything to help me. God damn it. I'm seeing more stuff that's not telling me this is Brazil. This is Ecuador. I'm clicking there now. I am being... I don't know what to believe and or think anymore. Are we in Guayaquil? Guayaquil? Give me a URL, please. Really hope that that isn't a store that sells ethnic Ecuadorian. No, this is the second Ecuador one. They wouldn't have a strip mall in Brazil selling ethnic Ecuadorian clothing to Brazilians. I don't think that that's a thing. It's a nice outfit you got on. I thought he was like wearing suspenders. They got a little thing here with bikes, decorating them and all that stuff. Interesting. Oh, we were in Colombia. That was the Bank of Colombia, huh? 3 stars. And that ends up... We're almost mathematically in the middle between Monday and Wednesday, but that's going to conclude another week of geoguessing. What a weird week. I don't know what to say. Got a lot of cool places. If I had to say which one I like the most, just because Fukushima, that was cool as fuck. I might be forgetting some other ones, but just because that one popped up, I find that interesting. But another week down. Another week of Geoguessr in the books. I'd like to thank you all for watching. If you could, like, favorite, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, tell me any information that would be helpful to me, or any other things that you've got, suggestions, or other games you want me to see or try. I don't know. We're up for we're open for suggestions here. But once again, that's Geoguessr for all of us here at Hobbyfist. Thank you all for watching. Hope you're gonna have a good day, and we will see you next week with more guessing locations around the world and seeing if we actually can get the right content this time. Goodbye.